Greetings to you, man of God. We're very, very passionate about the personal finances of pastors. That's why we're kind of trying to run the training on our platform, business side of ministry, our mentorship platform for pastors. I tell you something that many is a very serious concern to me, our organization that runs training for pastors in the area of their finances, because it seems a lot of our colleague pastors do not seem to I don't want to sound hard, do not seem to take their personal finances seriously. I've been to, by the grace of God, I've been to several trainings, and I've discovered that finances, doesn't just come because you wish it. Finances is attracted because you have put certain structures in place to see how money doesn't come because you prayed and fasted on the mountain. No. If it is like that now, people like Otedola, Dangote, Jimovie, Tony Lumelu, I just mentioned all those big guys, Obi Kubana, they will not. These guys, they don't pray. Some of them even belong somewhere. But you see, the difference between them and us is that they understand how system works. It's a pity that with the crowd, pastors are pastoring. At times, we just feel that, see, there is a place for kingdom business. There's a place for preaching the gospel. If you do not come to terms with the fact that those members and even you, your family, your children, they also live in this world that people spend money, you just be spiritualizing everything. The common language among pastors you hear, I'm trusting God. We're just trusting God that, you will not hear such language in the business world. We're trusting God. There's nothing wrong in trusting God, but let us call a spade a spade. Let's put things in the right perspective. Let's understand how the systems work in this world. Jesus said that the people of this world are wiser than the children of the kingdom. Are you getting me? So when it comes to finances, it's a different language, different from what we speak in the kingdom. Until we come to agreement with this, we will continue to be struggling, giving out yearly prophecies. This is your year of abundance. This is your year of this. Then we'll be printing stickers. Those things don't change anything. Until we come down and understand how does system work, how do people make money. Look at the way all these guys are making. How does politics work? We've not come to that terms yet as pastors. We're trusting God. We're believing God. We're believing God. Maybe so many pastors came into ministry with the mindset of tithe and offering, come and sow your seed. After that, let me say something here. There is no pastor who has not had money pass through his hands. I keep saying this even on my audio messages. There is no pastor who has not had money come through his hands. But the question is, what do you do with the money that came into your hand? And I also want to say that many pastors also do not understand that money is not paper. That's why I met a friend of mine. There was a training we organized in Abuja for pastors. And when he listened to the training, he told me something. He said, you remember when somebody sowed a seed of 10 million naira to his ministry? He didn't say 10,000. He didn't say 100. He said 10 million. Do you know what is 10 million? He said within 6 months, he could not account for that money. A bishop had contacted me and said that he prays for the high and mighty in the society, but he does not understand how many. That is the problem. We're trying to help pastors, but a lot of pastors seem not to calm down. They don't want to calm down and understand how the system works. Let me say this. You don't need anybody to come and sow seed into your ministry before you have money. You can generate your own money. You can understand how to build personal systems. The reason why 10 million naira will enter a pastor's hand and he does not want to do is because he lacks financial intelligence. He lacks investment intelligence. He does not understand that, you must continue to put things in place for money to continue to multiply. So, by the grace of God, on the 10th of February 2024, I'm organizing, a free training for pastors in Abuja, where we're going to talk about how systems are put in place for money to be attracted into your life. But let me explain a little in here. If you really want to settle down and make money, not just for you, but for your next generation unborn, I want you to understand that there is a way money works. Money is not tithe and offering. Money is not come and sow seed. Money is not, money is what value are you giving out? Let me start with value. You must understand, first of all, that you as a person, you worth. It may be kidnappers. Why do you think that big men go around with mobile police? Because they are protecting value. It's not just themselves they are protecting value. They know that they're worth so much. If they kidnap a big man now, kidnappers will say, we need 10 billion naira. Kidnapper will not go and kidnap a poor man because a poor man does not have anything he's worth. So first of all, poverty is not lack of money. Poverty or lack of money is all about self-worth, either lack of self-worth or low self-esteem. There are a lot of people who do not place value first on themselves. Let me say this. If you really, really place value on yourself, you will do everything to increase your worth. You will do everything to increase your value. That is where prosperity starts. Prosperity does not start because somebody gave you 10 million. I've told you how that young man, that pastor had that amount. Did that thing now make him to be a millionaire? No. So first of all, a lot of people, their mindset has already been rooted in lack. So they do not see anything valuable about their lives. So they settle down for poverty. They settle down for lack. And that's why at times when you're presenting opportunities to some men of God, because they have always been around church, they've never stepped out of church into the business world. So everything to them is either scam, somebody is coming to take that their small 5,000 naira, 10,000. No, sorry, I'm not trying to downplay, but I want you to look into yourself. How do you see yourself? What do you see yourself? I was in a training with my wife on Saturday on setting goals and targets. The lady that was taking us on this training said, first of all, she started visualizing herself consulting for top government functionaries, top government officials. He said she was working in her house in a BQ for 2 years, but she was seeing herself. Now, the beginning of prosperity starts on how you see yourself. That's why if an opportunity is presented to a businessman, he sees money-making opportunity. But a poor man sees his scam. Are you sure they're not trying to scam us? They will analyze, they will ask questions, they will do it. That shows the low mental state. So you must first of all look into your own self and say, come, why am I in lack? Because lack is not about lack of money. Lack is all about lack of personal self-worth, value system, that you know how much value do you place on yourself. How much can you say and say, okay, can I, if you go to a function, do you know that if a big man walks into a function, they will even tell some people to stand up so that he will sit. That is value. So until you begin to see yourself from that standpoint, how much are you worth? They said Bishop Oyedepo is worth something million US dollars. These people started building their value sense from time immemorial. So if you do not understand how value works, you will just begin to look down on yourself, and someone says, "Hey, that I don't have money." Some people even talk down on themselves. Some people even feel this. Let me tell you something. Lack of money will make you not to preach the gospel with boldness. Lack of money will make you to twist that. Even a big man runs into your congregation now, you change your message, because many do not understand that. God, let me go further by saying this also. Do you know that God placed so much value on you? That was why he sent Jesus to die for you. That shows the extent of value God saw in you. That was why there was no other thing in this world that could buy you back to God except the blood of his son. So begin to see yourself from the standpoint that now will begin to define how you approach business. When you begin to approach business, you will now begin to see yourself doing business with the consciousness of the fact that there is value in your life. The lack of value systems and sense of value makes a lot of people to settle down. Even the way you walk. Have you ever seen the way some millionaires walk? They walk because they're having this sense that I don't want to be in the poverty status. So the first thing I want to talk about is your value. How much value do you place on yourself? If you place serious value on yourself, you will hate poverty. If you place value on yourself, you will hate lack. If you place value on yourself, you will leave certain companies and connect with people like us and say, can we make money? It is the value you place on yourself that determines how much you want to now break loose from that lack. Because every time you want to buy something you cannot buy, you want to do something you cannot do because of what? Limitations of finances, lack of finance. So it is a big question for you to say, what do I do to break loose from this kind of state? It is there you begin to move in. Now, I move to the next point on how to build system. I've talked about how to build value system. Now, I want to talk about how to build financial system. Now, when you look, it's not every business that is something that, I move into. I study businesses. Now, we are encouraging pastors now to come into telecommunication business. I start by saying this. MTN came to Nigeria some 20-something years ago. I know that there is a SIM card I'm using now that's over 22 years. My wife is using that SIM card. Supposing MTN came in and said, okay, every recharge you make, we're giving you 1 naira. We are hearing stories like Obasanjo, when MTN came, they gave him, a percentage. He said they wanted to give him money. He doesn't need, just give me a percentage of what is going to. He was looking at the volume of people that will patronize. Imagine 1 naira times 1 million people. That is how the wealthy people think. The wealthy people think in volume of people. That's why your bank, every time they take 52 naira from your bank, you find out that money accumulates to the volume of transactions that is done that day. Have you noticed that anytime you do transaction on your bank, there is a deduction? They will show you that 10 naira or 52 naira or 20 naira, either of those things. They will even charge you for text messages and all that. And you may think it's nothing. Why do millionaires, multi-billion firms go for small money? Because they do not go for big money, they go for volume of people. If you understand this business model, you will never be poor in your life. So now, look at banks, online banks like OPay, Fair Money, PalmPay, Money Point. I use Money Point. Every transaction I make in Money Point, they charge me 20 naira. Now, one that I sat down, I calculated. I said, 20 naira times 10,000 transactions in a day is 200,000 naira. 20 naira times 10,000 transactions in a month is 6 million naira. 20 naira times 10,000 transactions in a year is 72 million naira. Have you seen how these people are making money? Now, you may, a poor man, I said, you are going to be making 10 naira from. You say, what is that? You're going to be making, that is how they see, because they do not understand how systems work. Now, these people that are making 10 naira, 20 naira, they are sleeping making money, because as long as transactions are rolling in, they are taking out their commission in volumes based on the number of people. The billionaires, Dangote does salt. Salt is just 50 naira, but he's targeting all the millions of families in Nigeria. The wealthy people don't go for volume of money, they go for volume of people. If you understand the power of number, you will not sit down and be looking for who will come and give you 10 million, just like what my friend did. Why? When you understand systems are organized, are put in place in a way that money keeps rolling in. As long as people are using your products, they're using your services, and there's an automated system which is, artificial intelligence that is put in place, that anytime that thing is happening, bam, money drops into your account. I have that kind of system working for me. Okay? So now, if you don't understand this, you are going to just be sitting down waiting for one day God will bring 1 millionaire to give you money. That's not going to, that may not happen all the time. So what I want you to understand is that we have a program that we are running with pastors. We call it Top Up and Get Reward. Now, you may not have had money to go and buy franchise with either Etisalat, MTN, Glo, Airtel. Now, as long as people are making calls, Pastor, please listen to me. As long as you and your members and many people around your family, they are making calls, they are using data, they are loading DSTV, GoTV, they are loading NEPA lights, bro, money will continue to reach these people. So we have a system now. We tell you, if you really understand what value system is all about, without saying, come and join a platform where this is now open to everybody. Buy into this program and start making money. As long as people are making calls, if you understand what this business, what building system is all about, as long as people are making calls, sir, money continues to drop for you. Wake up in the morning, open your back office. As long as, now, what do they expect you to do in this business? This is not network marketing business. This is a database built business. You are expected to build your own database, like you own a bank, you own a telecommunication. Just like, for instance, now you are the one that own MTN, and millions over, we have close to 100 millions of people using MTN. Now, calculate that with 10 naira, with 20 naira. That's why these people can never lack. Now we have such a system now. It will not do it. You see, your next generation will not forgive you that you saw a program like this and you decline. Because this is a generational transference of wealth. By the time you key into this, one of the things I want to say also is that there are key businesses that bring daily income to people: transportation, food business, telecommunication, ICT, name it. So if you're looking for a business that can give you peace of mind, and it's a simple thing for you to now come on board, and they even reduced it to as low as 5,000 naira to key into the business, 10,000, 20,000. No, and every time you recharge your phone on this platform, they're giving you commission. Now, I want to say this: Top Up and Get Reward is a business that you cannot on your own buy franchise with Etisalat, Glo for millions of naira. But somebody has already solved this problem for you. A system has already been put in place for you to make money. So what you are expected to do is that just come in with any amount, like 5,000, 10,000, register. They will give you 5%, 10% of that amount. Drop it at your back office. The commission has started. Now, you will ask me, so will they give me recharge card with it? No. It's just like you now. You're bought into the business. You have bought shares. You are in a shareholder with that amount of money, okay, that you have come in with. Now, they now say, me that brought you now, they will give me 1,000 naira. That's 22% of what you came into the business with. So imagine you now bringing people with 5,000. Somebody will say, I don't like all this business. They say they should be bringing people. I laugh at some people's ignorance. Yet you are looking for people to join your church, but you don't like business that they bring people, and yet you are going out on evangelism every day. What are you doing? Is it not people you are going out to look for? So what if you bring people into a business that every time they recharge their phone, you are making money? Is that something that you wouldn't like to identify yourself with? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Like I said, as long as there are people, imagine you bringing 10 people, those 10 people bring their own people, and every of these persons are making calls. Sir, data is an addictive commodity that people cannot do without. People are watching Facebook. The question I used to ask people is that if you're on Facebook, you're using data for WhatsApp, and those things are not bringing money back to you, shut down that Facebook, throw away that phone. Because if you are spending money, do you know how much people are spending? We learned that people load over 3 million naira worth of recharge card every day. How much percentage are you getting from that? That is what we're trying to come to you with. Can you start thinking like a businessman? and begin to see yourself plugging into an already set up system for you to be wealthy. See yourself in the next 5 years, 3 years. When you mention 3 years, 5 years to some people, say, I beg, it's too long. But the question is that what will you be doing between now and the 5 years time that will be giving you money? That's the question I used to ask some people. There are people that will stay for the next 10 years. They have not done anything to improve on their lives. But if you show them something that can make them become better in their lives between now and the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, it is better. I listened to my mentor. He said, every day work towards your vision. And every day I'm working towards making myself financially better. What are you doing to improve on your finance every day? We are not waiting for once in a while breakthrough. Once in a while, people just dash you money, give you check, pay tight into your ministry. That's not life, sir. Because a harvest is surer than a miracle. I'm believing God. I'm believing God. You know, and you keep believing God, believing God. God respects systems that give money. That's why I say, He will bless the works of your hands. He will bless the works of your hand. So you have to understand how systems work. First of all, place value on yourself. Refuse to be poor. See yourself as someone who is about to make millions. Visualize it and see certain volume of amount of money in your account. Then begin to now look for systems like this that you're going to plug yourself into and become a part of this system. Then bring in people to also come and benefit. The people you help to become successful, you also become successful by making people successful in life. So back to the way this business works, you come in with either 5, 10, 15, 30. The amount of money determines how much shares. It's just like you buy shares in the bank. If you buy shares with a certain amount of money, it will also determine the volume of returns back to you. So if you settle down for 5,000, well, you may lose certain benefits, which I will encourage you. Maybe when you are signing up, you're going to know. You may not know everything today. I'm just telling you about the preliminary information that you need to know. From there, you will now be using this platform to be recharging whatever you are recharging, and commission will be dropping for you. People that you bring in, there's no endless of number of people. What you should be concerned about is volume of number of people to come in, as long as they're using your link. Whatsoever they are doing, whether they are recharging their DSTV, they're recharging NetPad line, the commission will be dropping for you. You can never be poor again in your life, sir. So this is what we are bringing into pastors. Somebody is asking, what if the business crash at this time? Okay, what if MTN crash? What if Glo crash? Since you started using MTN, Glo, Etisalat, Airtel, 9 Mobile, for how many years now has it crashed? As long as people are using these things, DSTVs, did it crash? Does NEPA crash? So these things are businesses that people are doing every day, that everyone is this is something that everybody should embrace, because this has already taken a whole lot of load that you have gone to MTN to become a shareholder, to become a distributor. You know how much it means to do that, but somebody has taken that pains and has waived that. They say, okay, come in with chicory money, just small little money, and start making money. Plug yourself into this opportunity. If you're ready, because I am signing up a lot of people already, because I'm building a clientele base, a database for my future, for my children. I've signed up my wife, I've signed up my daughter that is going to university. I tell her, when you go to school, a lot of school students are using data like Grace. Sign them up on your link. Before you leave the university in the next 5 years, you are a millionaire. That's how to plan. So I want you to get back to me. Maybe you are listening to this. Get back to me and let's do business together this year. The year has just started. Don't go through this year again without having a structure that is bringing money back to your pocket. Final warning, don't you ever load your card again without getting reward back. Please, I beg you. Don't you ever load your NEPA, your DSTV, without getting something back. Imagine when MTN came to this Nigeria and they said everybody that uses our network, we're going to be crediting your account with a certain, even if it's 10 naira. Do you know how many millionaires these people will make? But you see, man is greedy. but somebody has come to take. If the bank, you are always loading your cash from the bank. If the bank did not understand the money that is the trillions of money that is in this telecommunication business, your bank will not be telling you to load your card from the bank. The POS business that is loading card for you will not be doing that if they did not see something in this thing. Sir, this is an opportunity for you also to own your OPay, PalmPay, Money Point, Fair Money. This is your own opportunity to own your telecommunication business. That commission is also dropping for you. You are only expected to preach this message and let everybody that is using internet connect to this business, and nobody should load card again without getting commission, because this is how well starts. Do you know how much MTN is making every day? That is how you are going to look very strong. Start now. Start now. Start now. Start now. Thank you for giving me time to listen to me. God bless you, sir. My name is Excellence Sambo. You can send this message to others. They will contact you. I will have dropped my phone number here, but I don't want to, because you may want to send this message to people to listen to it, and they must get back to you, so that they can also let's run with this vision, and let's get more people. That as long as people are making calls, as long as people are making DSTV to chat this thing, sir, money can never stop coming into your pocket. God bless you.